5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the LMC cast. We are back once again, and by we, everyone is here this time, of our usual crew anyway. So we have Vija.
Good evening.
The Random Genius.
Hello there.
Shadow Fox.
Hi.
Nabal.
Evening.
And some guy called Earthart, who's supposedly me. And today we're playing a new game that I'm kind of teaching these guys, even though I've technically never played it myself. But I've seen it played a few times. We're playing a game called Guillotine, where you play executioners, putting people in France under the guillotine. Basically, it's French Revolution. We're trying to kill all the nobles and kings and queens, etc. Fairly simple.
Ask which revolution.
I don't know. Whichever one, like Marie Antoinette was in, I guess.
We'll figure it out together.
The big one?
Yeah. But yes, so we don't know who they are yet, but in front of us there is a line of 12 people who are ready to be executed for the day. Once those 12 people have been executed, the day is over and we go on to the next round. Best of 3 rounds. Whoever's got the most points at the ends win. The more noble the person is, the more points they're worth. However, we do actually have action cards as well. Those action cards allow us to alter the line or, do various things to pick things in our favor. But yes, so
quick question.
Yeah, go for it.
Action cards, do they persist between days or do we draw again at the beginning of the new day?
I think you redraw up to 5 at the beginning of a day.
Any held over?
You know what? I don't know exactly because the rules don't state that clearly. But I'm going to say yes because you can have no more than 5 action cards. And why would you have a deck of 60 action cards if you're not using them between rounds? But there's not enough to do that many rounds, so I'd say you keep the cards you have between rounds and draw up to 5 at the beginning of the next round.
So the cards we have in our hand persist until at least until the line is gone, and then we draw up to on the next day.
I believe so. Someone in the comments will probably correct me because I'm wrong, but I don't have any instructions in front of me, and we're just playing for fun.
We have a few paragraphs of instructions. That's the most we have.
Yeah, well, that's the basics. So let's see who's on the chopping line for today. So at the front of the line is a coiffeur. Then there are 2 palace guards, a duke, a royal cartographer, a rival executioner, who has a special. Well, the palace guards have special abilities as well. We'll get to that in a minute. A piss boy,
there he is.
A regent, a lady in waiting, an archbishop, a master spy, and an unpopular judge. Now, interestingly, some of them have special abilities. So the unpopular judge, no player may play an action card while the unpopular judge is at, I can't see someone's hands over the top of it.
The front of the line.
There we go. So thankfully he's at the back of the line. So
I'm also going to say, so at this point, judge, jury, everything, they're dying.
Well, unless people have cards to save them.
Why would you save them?
They're all worth points.
To get things out later.
But here's an interesting one. The Master Spy, after each action card is played, move this card to the end of the line. So, yeah, if anyone plays an action card at the start of their turn, Master Spy goes to the back.
Sucks to be the unpopular judge.
The lady in waiting, draw an additional card at the end of your turn after you collect this noble. Rival Executioner. Collect the top noble of the noble deck after you collect this noble. Because, you also get the person he killed for some reason. And the Palace Guards, who are worth a number of points equal to the number of Palace Guards in your score pile, including this one. So you want to collect as many of those guards as you can, really.
Okay.
So, I'm going to start since I've been introducing the game. We don't have...
Were you going in turn direction or?
We'll go clockwise, probably easiest
Clockwise is
to remember.
easiest.
It's the standard.
It's the standard thing.
So I'm going to begin my turn by playing an action card called "Tis a far better thing. I can move any noble exactly 3 places forward in the line. So I'm going to move the Duke 1, 2, 3 places in the line, which puts him at the start of the line. You can only play 1 action card per turn. So unless anyone wants to stop me, I'm going to go kill the Duke.
Oh, so we can all then.
Well, no, there's some action cards there's some cards that are like reaction cards that say prevent someone from doing something. So if no one has any of those cards, I'm going to kill the Duke, and he's part of my score, and then that goes into the discard pile.
And Master Spy goes to the back.
Yes, because I played an action card. So Master Spy goes at the back because he's a crafty little bugger. Everyone else moves one place up, and then it is who's to my right? Vija. Left, sorry.
It's my right, though.
Sorry, I am just checking. Yes. So I am going to do something similar to what Earthheart did. Ignoble Noble. Move a noble forward exactly 4 places forwards in line. So I'm going to pick up the rival executioner and move him to the front.
Fair.
Yeah. All right. And as long as no one else wants to stop me,
Nope, can't do that.
I will collect the executioner, and then I get to collect from the
This deck.
this time. All right.
So you get a bonus card, which
Bonus
Who else are you
card.
getting?
Bonus card is
a palace card.
Palace guard, useful.
very nice.
Well, certainly if you can get any more Palace cards.
Potential, yeah.
Mr. Genius.
Okay.
Oh, Master Spy went to the back of the line again.
He's still at the back. Place, so,
He's still at the back of the line. Okay, I'm going to play Lydiot. Or Lydiot. Move a noble 2 forward up to 2 places in line. So I'm going to move Palace Guard up to the top of the line.
Lots of people being moved around so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is my action. I grab the Palace Guard.
The Palace Guard, he's dead.
Master Spy goes to the back of the queue.
Shadowfox.
Okay. We'll actually not play an action card at this point. I think the Coffeer has had his... he's been shoved back in the line too many times. So he's going to finally get his dues.
One Coiffure. Nibal.
Let's go with a double feature.
Oh,
I collect an additional noble from the front of the line this turn.
Ooh.
So you get both a Palace Guard and a Royal Cartographer.
And I'll be ending it there. Unless anyone has any cards to fuck with me. Anyone? No one?
no?
Nope.
I don't think any of us do, because I feel like someone would have done something at this point.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have any really good cards, so I'm going to play this one. Clothing Swap. Choose any noble in the line and discard it and replace it with the top noble from the noble deck. So, sorry, Piss Boy, you get to live.
Oh, no shame.
And they're getting replaced by... This could be bad. Heretic.
Okay.
I'll kill a heretic. I'll kill a heretic. Sorry, we don't burn them here. We decapitate them.
Piss Boy lives.
Piss Boy gets to live. Poor Piss Boy.
All right. I'm going to play Confusion in the Line. Choose a player, randomly rearrange the line just before that player collects his or her next noble.
Who are you picking?
I'm going to say the Random Genius.
Interesting pick.
Interesting. Okay.
And
then I take
the Regent.
the Regent.
Who's worth 4 points. That's not bad. So, Mr. Genius, would you like to play a card before the deck is shuffled?
You know what? I am, yes. Extra card, please. 3 more nobles.
Ooh.
Ooh. This could be interesting.
No, that's right. That is the right pal.
First one up, we got a Governor.
The Governor.
Ooh. Hello, Governor.
Next up, we have the Bishop. And we then have
Another
Unpopular judge. And now we're going to collect all the cards and shuffle them because I would have put the Master Spy at the end, but
Yeah.
doesn't really make a difference.
Right.
I'm just doing it to keep things interesting rather
Yep,
than just
no worries.
at this stage.
And so today's execution is the Bishop, followed by the Lady in Waiting, the Governor,
an
the Unpopular Judge,
an Archbishop, a Master Spy, And then you had a vote for the judge.
I feel like we've done this before.
The Master Spy almost made it to the end.
So
that
yes,
would have been poetic. So I grabbed the bishop.
Yep, and then it is Shadowfox's turn.
Yes. I think what we're going to do...
So I shall point out you can't have any more than 5 action cards in your hand.
No, that's fine, because I was going to use one. Which one is the question?
So many choices.
Really is. You know what? We're going to add another 3 nobles to the end of this line.
Oh, today's a busy day.
We're going to get our swings in today. So we're going to get another Palace Guard, a clown. Oh! When you collect this noble, place it in another player's score pile, and they get -2.
And then the martyr for -1.
Martyr for -1.
Yeah, these are the innocent people who are being killed just because. So.
Yep.
Wrong place, wrong
goes
time.
to the line.
Oh yes,
But
Master Spy. Master Spy is doing very well.
As for me, the lady in waiting is waiting no more. But
What's the extra?
I get the extra card out of that.
Nice.
Down the line, Nabal.
Yes.
For some reason, I'm guessing you don't want to move anyone.
Ooh.
Unless you really want that Palace Guard.
Palace Guard at the very back. I don't think I can move him. You know what? Let's go with the political influence. I draw an additional 3 cards at the end of my turn. I do not collect a noble this turn.
Interesting.
There's additional 3 action cards.
Yep.
Okay. Although you can only draw 2 because you can only have 5 max.
Or I can discard one.
You
can actually, at the end of your turn, you can discard an action card.
Yeah, sir.
So I'm going to discard.
It's an interesting play because I would have thought you would have wanted
big
The
points.
Governor is worth 4, yeah. So
yeah.
Big money, big prizes.
But I'm guessing Nabal has plans.
I'm just trying to see what I can get from the drawing file, really. You know what? Let's go with. Let's give it a view.
We're all trying to get a feel.
I'm going to get rid of that one.
And he got rid of an escape. Randomly choose 2 nobles in line and discard them.
Oh.
So, he could have saved people from the clown and the martyr, but he didn't wish to. I actually don't have any cards I can play, so the governor it is.
Just going to take the governor, because why not?
And then Vijay can't play any cards because the unpopular judge is at the front of the queue.
Oh, well, I've just got to take the judge, which is
I feel like that's
2 points. That's not bad.
No. Mr. Genius, you have an archbishop worth 4 at the front of the queue.
Well, yes. I will take the archbishop.
And then it's another unpopular judge, so that
You're
just comes
forced
to
to take him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. That's points.
Now, Nabal actually
that is
himself.
Interesting.
That is a good.
That's turned out all right.
Because now both his palace guards, if he decides to kill this palace guard, both of them are worth 2.
Oh, that's a big boost, actually. Yeah, thinking about it.
Yeah. And these are cumulative across all 3 days. So if he keeps on getting palace guards, that's just going to exponentially get better and better.
Yep.
I'm going to just not do any actions. I'm just going to pick up the guard.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I'm not fun what's in my hand for what's left on the field.
Yeah. So I still don't actually have any cards I can play. I suppose I could play that. Sod it, because I want to get rid of this one. Callous guards. No one can play any cards that alter the line, including removing nobles.
Oh.
So and then I pick up the clown, which when I collect this noble, place it in another player's score pile. And who do I pick? Tell you what, I'm just gonna. Where's the dice?
Famous last words.
I'm just gonna.
4-sided
Yeah,
dice.
4-sided die. There's only 4 of you, 4 of the rest of you, so it's in number order. Vija 1, Random Genius 2, Shadowfox 3, and Nabal 4.
Son of a bitch!
Sorry, Nabal.
Well, It's still fine.
I will say there is a card that will actually negate that in the nobles pile, oddly enough.
Somewhere.
So somewhere.
Somewhere.
And I can choose to discard this card whenever I like. So I can keep it in play as long as I want.
So we
until
can't.
the next queue forms up.
So yes. Oh,
No, it doesn't say it gets discarded at the end of the day.
So we can't play any cards that alter the line. This includes adding or discarding nobles. So there are some cards that allow you to like.
So I can't play a card that says pick up the entire line, put it back in the deck, and then redraw the deck.
That would alter.
Yeah. The line.
And that's because it's like I don't want to kill the martyr.
But you, for instance, you could have played the card that Nabal had, which let him not execute anyone but gain more cards, because that doesn't alter the queue. So there are still cards you can play.
Yeah.
So is he forced to pick up the martyr?
I have to pick up the martyr, annoyingly.
And then last person in the queue is the Master Spy, who I don't think the Random Genius is going to...
No, but do you choose to remove that card first?
Not yet.
Not yet? No, you're going to wait until the day's over?
It doesn't say it ends at the end of the day.
Fair enough. I will take the Master Spy then.
But I am going to end it at the end of the day, because otherwise it's going to get boring. So that is the end of day 1. So I've only executed 3 people, it turns out.
I've only executed 4.
No, I only got 3. It stopped before it came round to me again.
Actually, no, I executed 4, but I gave one of my heads to Nepal.
You gave his corpse to me a day.
I executed 5, but I did execute someone that had executed someone else. So I got that execution.
And Ian's over there with a nice 4.
Yeah.
So next round we'll start with Shadowfox, because I think that's the next logical person in the thing.
Is it?
But for now,
because it was you, then probably go to. Oh yeah, but no.
Master Spy was the last
that's
one to
fine,
drawn, which was the Random Genius. So.
I feel like that's going to cause.
Next queue.
So do we draw back up, or do we completely refresh our hand?
No, you draw back up.
Draw
I say,
back up.
Otherwise, there's not going to be enough cards.
Yeah.
Shadowfox is way quicker at lining people up than me.
Well, there we go. Another dozen on the block.
So, has everyone drawn back up?
I already had 5 to begin with, thanks to that free draw.
Yeah, I've drawn back up.
Right, let's see, who's up from front of the line? We've got a
Cardinal. 5 points, big numbers.
A lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
Account.
Oh, a count who's worth 2 points, but bonus 2 if you have the Countess.
Ooh, the councilman.
The Countess.
There's the Countess.
Oh,
They are close together.
Who's also worth 2 more if you have the count.
The wealthy priest. A sheriff.
Sheriff.
Ooh,
Ooh.
oh,
Oui.
An actual name.
Yeah, he's worth a grand for
Another
lieutenant.
Martyr.
The hero of the people, who's worth -3.
And then an innocent victim who, if you kill him, choose an action card from your hand and discard it after you collect a snowball.
Oh.
So that was a very negative one to get.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, Shadowfox, you've got a pretty good person at the front of the queue. Do you want them?
You know what? I think I will, but that's because I have a card. I just want to. You know what? I have a card here. Rat Break. Put an action card of your choice from the discard pile into your hand.
Ooh.
So I'm going to take the clothing swap, which allows me to just swap out a noble.
Nice.
Might come in handy, might not.
It might come in handy. I feel like if it ends up on the martyr on my turn or the hero of the people, being able to just say, it's not him really. But the cardinal will happily come into my pile.
It's a good boost for Shadowfox.
I've been lacking a bit, so.
Sure.
He has been lacking.
Nabal!
Right. Let's.
Also, I was wrong. It's not a noble card that negates the innocent people card. It's an action card because I've just got that action card.
Nah.
What we've got on the field? Let's go lack of faith just for the hell of it. If there are any blue nobles in the line, move the one nearest to the front of the line to the front of the line.
That would be the wealthy priest.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I shall be whacking his head off.
Fair enough. Commence with the whacking. Okay then. Well, since this benefits me anyway, military support. This card stays in front of me. Any red cards are worth 1 more, so I'm gonna whack this lieutenant, who is now worth 3.
Oh shit.
That's not a terrible.
Mhm.
Now the question is.
Yeah, it's gonna be very hard to get the count and countess.
Yeah, the question is there only one count and countess? So then.
Maybe not.
I do not know.
Find out.
VJ,
Because yeah.
I wonder if there's any cards to steal ones from other people.
I'm pretty sure there are.
There must be, surely.
I'm going to choose milling in line. Randomly rearrange the first 5 nobles in line.
Oh, the king's in the line that spot.
The
The
king is in that line, and there's no bad ones in there.
The king was number 5.
So, VJ, go on. Pick up all 5 of those and
Rearrange.
shuffle them.
Yeah.
Well, it's not so sure. You can just rearrange them.
Well, yeah.
Well,
It does say randomly, doesn't it?
It's randomly, yeah.
yeah. Come
Oh.
on, stack properly.
So
Oh, let me do this for you. Right. Let's do that.
Ah.
close enough. Close enough. There we go. We got it all.
That's
There
enough.
we go.
All right. Has Vija pulled off the 1 in 5 chance?
Does he have the king at the front? We'll find out in a second.
Did he believe in the heart of the cards?
That's a pharaoh.
None of that.
I mean, the pharaoh was sending people to the shadow realm. It's essentially the same deal.
Yeah.
So
Let's start at one end.
Let's start
Yeah.
at the back. Who's at the
so-
back now?
So the
Countess
countess
is at the back.
5.
I
Then
think
we have
the,
the king.
Oh.
King is safe.
Ooh.
Well, until your turn.
Then the
Yeah.
sheriff. Then it's
Then
the
the count.
count.
the count.
and then
And,
3 points is not bad.
Yeah,
You
it's
have-
about 3 points.
Yeah.
you have increased the possible amount you would have gotten by at least 1.
yeah. I'm actually very happy with that.
Off
And
with
I
his
will
head.
take that. Off with his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's random genius. You have a count in the front of the queue. What would you
Well-
like to do?
How many count?
Public demand. Move
Ooh.
any noble to the front of the line.
Ooh.
Hello there, King.
Goodbye,
Off
king.
with his head.
Goodbye, King.
Okay.
Unless there's
You were
anything that
useless.
people want to counter that.
Not really.
Can't.
Thank you.
Sure.
My turn. Just looking at what's left in here, it's not essentially the worst set of lineup for here. Let's go for a.
You gonna say the damsel?
Who's looking? You know what? I think there were some king supporters. Tough crowd. For this card in front of another player, it is worth -2 points.
Ooh.
There were some king supporters in there, I'm afraid. So,
It is a tough
They're not
crowd.
happy with you.
but as such, the count will come to me.
Okie doke. Nabal, you have a sheriff at the front of the line.
I do.
He's old. No one cares if he dies. He's only worth 1 point. But
That's a good point. However, saying that, bribed guards, I move a noble at the front of the line to the end of the line. So the sheriff
Okay.
goes to the back.
that is not a bad play at all.
It's an
That's-
increase in points.
Yeah.
And I get to count as his head.
Ooh.
Fair enough.
So no bonus with that one, but well, not
Well,
yet anyway.
Not yet. And that
Still
works out
unknown.
fine for me because
Oh,
I then.
I keep forgetting that.
Oh.
He gets another red, so
I'm not
yeah.
even going to play anything. I'm just going to take the lieutenant, and he's also worth 3 points again. Now it's.
Oh, look at that! There's another
Oh.
martyr on your chopping block, Vija.
Oh, hold on.
I mean, considering what's left on the table is not great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's looking great for one of
I
us.
choose mass confusion.
What does that do?
Oh,
Put all nobles in the deck, in the noble deck, shuffle the noble deck, and redraw.
which
Yeah, fair enough.
Hey.
fair enough.
So,
That-
4 in.
You're saving 3 people there, really?
Yeah.
But how many are you doing in the second?
4.
is for.
Four.
so-
Yeah, but how
You
many,
replace Sigmund.
how many innocents is he now going to be doing?
Oh, well,
So,
we don't know.
Mm.
Get off.
so first
Yeah.
up.
Stupid cards, stop sticking my hand.
So sticky fingers.
So there's still
Right.
4 nobles.
First in line
Okay.
now is the lady.
Lady. Okay.
Who draws an additional action card at the end of your turn when you collect the noble.
The Colonel. Nice 3-pointer.
The landlord.
The landlord. Oh.
And then the mayor.
The mayor.
Ooh.
All around a pretty good conversion. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
it's all improved.
I'll accept the lady.
And then you draw an additional action card. I think it's an action card, isn't it?
Yeah, action card.
Ian.
My hand is straying.
And then it is the random genius's turn. You have a colonel.
Well, I'm picking up that colonel before anyone else does. So,
Shadow Fox, you have a landlord at the front of your
I'm
queue.
a landlord. You know what? The first lack of support. Choose a player, look at that player's hand, choose an action card, and discard it.
Who are you choosing is the question.
So you've got a lot of cards there.
I do have a lot of cards, and I think there's one that you're going to get rid of because it is far too good. I'm just going to pass you these.
Yeah, I'll keep those at the end and then I'll...
Oh. Where'd that go?
I caught it, don't worry.
cards just flying off the edge of the game board at the minute.
Yeah, I
Nothing
think
to see here.
this is a very good game for.
Oh.
So some of them are, I think, are very situational, but some of them are. One of them is one I think everyone except for me kind of wants at the moment. Actually, no, you've not got any of the great.
You've actually got a bunch of good ones.
I think I've got 3 good ones and one one.
Could be fun. I mean,
if I'd have got the guard one sooner, it would have been better because I would have used it the first round.
What? We're gonna
return those 3.
Return those 3. You can keep those.
Thank you, sir.
And show what you destroyed.
What are you getting rid of?
Let them eat cake. He's not getting He's not getting Mary Antoinette. He's not guaranteeing Mary Antoinette.
Which was worth. I believe that is worth a 5. I think it's the same as King Louis.
Would make sense. Yes.
Yes.
And I will take the landlord. I will behead the landlord. Something I bet many people wish they could do.
I should end this first with a force break. All other players must discard a random action card.
Ooh.
Ooh, a random one.
Random as well.
So I'll put mine on the table there. I will shuffle.
So whilst you're doing that, I'm going to take off the mayor's head.
Yeah, while we sort our cards.
Yep. I am moving. Was that my name? Move a noble up to 3 places in line.
Okay. I am discarding. Oh no!
The Scarlet's
Scarlet Pimpernel. Oh, that was the one I wanted to keep. The day ends after you play this card.
Discard any removals remaining life. You could. So if you were
forcing end game.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm discarding political influence. That is not the card I wanted to keep. I mean, it's useful, but it's not the one I wanted to keep.
Sorry, this is the card that both you and Nabal want. Indifferent public. Any grey cards are now worth 1 point instead of their normal negative value.
God fucking damn it.
Well, it's in the discard pile now, so you have a chance to get it.
That is the colours of the card means something important. Like
it just means their status. So red are military, blue are
religion and church.
Yes, purple are royalty or just noble. I think green are landowners, and then grey are.
They seem to be like political, like judges, landlords,
and then grey are innocents.
They're civic.
Yeah,
I'm saying that with reason and logic.
So much bile. Okay, everyone, draw back up to
5, and then we shall take a break.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Ooh.
Who would like to go first? Or are we volunteering me first?
No, I will go first because I've got to sort this out later.
Just give you time for at least get the first episode done because you've already got it planned.
Yep. I've got resources for it ready. It's right. It's good to go. Okay, so I've recently finished. Well, I say finished. I've done the base game of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, a game I mentioned last season that I started working on. I've tried out the double barrel shield technique that I said I was going to try. Not really a fan of it. What I did find, though, to be fun using after I got a certain perk was dual wielding 2 big fucking great swords.
Oh yeah, that's always fun.
And just
going
at the guys like swing, 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 smash.
That is, I believe, the favoured weapon of Elden Ring as well. It's just double whatever the biggest weapon you can hold in your hand is.
I mean, there's several big weapons, but I like using the great swords. Especially
that's your style.
Yeah, because in the Wrath of Druid DLC, they added a great sword called the I'm going to pronounce this wrong in a second. The Kupesh, which is
that sounds right.
Yeah, it's a because they have like a little trade station with like other countries, so they've got that sword from Egypt. Whereas a little nod to Origins, I imagine. It's a lot of fun because when you hit people with it, there's a chance of igniting them. And then I've been dual wielding that with Excalibur, which is a little bit tricky to find, but I found it.
I mean, there's so many lakes you have to dive into in order to find it.
I was going to say, surely you have to find the one lake that has a lady living in it.
Surprisingly, no. No, it's I'll put it this way: it's in a temple, and there's no lake nearby. At least not that I think of. It's near Stonehenge. Was where I found it.
I mean, it's in the right country at least.
Yeah. Valhalla has been fun. I've enjoyed it so much. I've spent nearly 200 hours in the fucking game.
Not long then.
No, not long. Could be longer. Could be 1,000 hours. It could be Dead by Daylight.
Okay, you're enjoying it at least.
I'm enjoying it. I've pretty much done with it. I've got like the Siege of Paris DLC to do, and I've got, when I get around to it, that Dawn of Ragnarok expansion. But I'm going to take like a little break from it because obviously 200 hours into it, I'm going to put that aside.
Yeah, I would certainly advise doing that. Breaks are normally quite good when you've got hefty games like that because otherwise you're just going to get burnt out and frustrated and it's not going to have the same impact.
Yeah, I mean, I took a break at end of last month, I want to say, to play a quick single-player campaign. Well, I say quick, it's quick compared to Valhalla.
It's only 50 hours, don't worry about it.
I think I spent like maybe 5 or 6 hours playing the single-player aspect of Titanfall 2.
Titanfall 2?
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a series that John's familiar with because I know he plays a certain game that's from the same universe.
I'd say I haven't played Apex in a while, but I got into Apex because Titanfall was such a fantastic game.
Because you and me both played the first Titanfall, didn't we, Shadowfox?
We did, yes.
Along with another friend of ours. I never got round to Titanfall 2 because I managed to get a really cheap copy, but then it wouldn't let me play it because my Xbox username was the same as another username on EA Origins that already existed, so it just wouldn't let me play it.
There was some... Yeah, this was during that whole sort of EA Play or EA Origin...
Yeah.
Confangle, confuffle, whateverable. It was a bit of a weird one, but yeah, the Titanfall 2 was pretty much hailed as a great single-player game.
There is a great game in there. It just after I played so many long-form games like Valhalla, like God of War, it feels quite short and like I want more. It's like I enjoyed these missions. I want more missions. Why is there no more missions?
Because EA does not support their first single-player party games.
Yeah, this is a game I really want to try at some point. It's just I've got to get round to it and figure out a way around the whole... Do you still need to log into Origin to play it?
I played it last night. I don't recall needing to.
You got it on Steam, haven't you?
I got it on Steam because it was cheap on Steam at the time.
Okay, maybe I'll try getting the Steam version then.
I actually found it in my Steam library just randomly. I don't know why or how.
Maybe
I
you
think
got it in a humble bundle or something.
maybe a humble,
Just
or maybe it's because I did
suddenly
have like
appeared one day.
I had it like
Just like the
linked
U2
to
album.
Hmm.
maybe I had it linked to an EA account or something. I don't know.
Maybe, who knows? But yeah, I found Titanfall 2 quite fun. I mean, it's different from the last shooters I play, like Halo, but it's fun. I haven't tried the multiplayer. I'm going to assume the multiplayer aspect of it is
That shooter's fairly dead at this point.
I would assume it is compared to some other games. I'd be surprised if it's still active.
It still has its like it's still a decent amount you can get into games, but it's definitely not what it once was.
Mm.
The problem is when you get older games like that is the only people left online are like super in-depth pros at it, which
Or hackers.
I will say there is a game that I'm going to mention in mine where I wish the multiplayer was dead, like completely dead.
Is it TF2?
No,
Dark Souls
might be because oh boy, are those people. It was an interesting. I will say this one quickly. We had an interesting one on Gav's stream where they looked through his older videos, found the password, and purposely come to invade us. And he had 5 health bars and could one-shot us with a dagger. So
over
The
leveled.
fun's of it. Yeah.
I think they are definitely a level higher than over leveled.
Mm.
If they could one shot you with a dagger.
yeah, it's not that hard.
It's a very sharp dagger though.
Yeah, but other than Valhalla and Titanfall, I've been doing more of those Tera raid events in Scarlet Violet.
Yes,
we found out what the poison one was. It was Greninja.
Yeah, that one was. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, but it was still quite difficult.
It was annoying as hell.
I had a very good team, I think, that I did it with. We had almost entirely. I think we had 3 Vaporeons and a Slowbro.
Yay!
I mean, any of the water types that weren't part of Psychic were great to use for it because it's like, what can you do? Bulky water.
I think we did a lot of acid armor, and then
a lot of acid armor, a lot of acid armor, and then a lot of smash.
Yeah.
What was it I used? I think I used a it wasn't Miraton. It was I used an Umbreon with dual screens just to slow it down where everyone else was just going smash on it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because the annoying thing about this that Greninja event was it was a mixed attacker, which okay, fine, it's splitting its attack priorities. However, it used double team 3 times. So it's like the RNG was like, oh, for fuck's sake, hold still.
Yeah, good luck trying to hit that.
You just have to make sure you have moves that don't miss, basically.
Fortunately, if you use Haze before the shield goes up, you can negate at least one double team. So you can at least make it easier, which is handy. And then, at the moment of recording, they've got a special 1 weekend event, and a great game for you. Like, for this event, you can have a Tera raid with a water type Pikachu. It's like people thinking, oh, it's a Pikachu, it's going to be easy. It's not.
Pikachu.
It's not going to have much defense. No. Game Freak are very cheeky with this. They've done several things. Usually, the modifier for the 7-star events, they make the Pokemon's HP 30 times bigger than normal. For the Pikachu, they made it 50 times bigger to start off with. On top of that, they changed the shield strengths, so you had to terrestrialize your Pokemon to do more than 1% damage to the shield. So, that's a fun time. And then, immediately on turn 0, it summons the rain, and it throws out 1 surf. So you're on the back foot against a water type Pikachu. And then to top it, because no one's expecting it, because none of the other raids had it at this point, they gave the Pikachu a held item for the Tera raid event. And the particular one they gave it is a Light Ball, which is Pikachu's signature item, which doubles its attack and special attack. So it's like, it's got stupid defenses, it's water type, it's got its inability Lightning Rod, so you can't use electric types on it, and it's got twice the amount of power in its attacks, and its attacks are currently Thunder, Surf, Play Rough, and Iron Tail. So
it's got good coverage as well.
It's got good coverage, so it can't really use Azumarill to block it, because Iron Tail, even though it's slightly inaccurate, do you really want to be hit by an Iron Tail boosted by Light Ball? It's like, not really.
And I'd like to not be hit by an Iron Tail at all, honestly.
I mean, here's the thing. Even my Umbreon, again, when it took the first initial surf, it's like, it lost more than half its health immediately. And that Umbreon's built to be bulky. So I ended up having to use my Sylveon instead. That I played risky dice with on the Iron Tail, but it works. I brought out a Sunny Day Tactic on it just to reduce the surf damage. And then the current Pokemon for this, if you're still trying to find a Pokemon to beat the Pikachu event raid with, people are using the Praying Mantis from Alola, the Lunatress.
Oh, yeah.
They're using
I know,
that.
yeah.
They're using that. They're using, I think, Lilligant. They're using the Abalivia, that Olive Pokemon they've brought in this generation. It's pretty much the monograss Pokemon are the ones that are carrying this raid.
So, going to be honest, this has been the easy. This is by far the easiest one we've done. So our team was whatever the Praying Mantis one was. I can't remember the name of it. A Lilligant, and then a Gastrodon.
Oh yeah, the Gastrodon, the water grounds, and the Clodsire.
Storm Drain.
They have been a godsend as well as defense purposes.
But I took Grass Rotom.
I was considering Grass Rotom. I was thinking, is it going to be bulky enough to even survive a neutral hit?
So, interestingly, I think our first run, we got very lucky, because I still have. So basically, I just turned the Fan Rotom I had into grass, and I haven't taken the bright powder off it, which means its evasiveness is increased.
Oh yes, the Iron Tails get fucked over.
So did all three Surfs. All three Surfs missed somehow. And that's 100% accuracy move, so I don't know how that works.
Did someone set up the Sun to also nerf the Surf?
I don't know.
I would assume someone did, just to make sure.
But I was basically pure support, so move 1 was Sunny Day, move 2 was Light Screen, move 3 was Reflect.
And then just sit back, relax while the grass types terrorize and just
I then did attack cheer, defense cheer, health cheer, because people were starting to get a bit low. No one went down. We basically considered this the easiest one we've done so far.
Oh yeah, because the Mantis got the contrary ability, which means if it uses like Leaf Storm, instead of it losing special attack, it gains special attack when it's using contrary. So it's like contrary Leaf Storm on that Pikachu is like godsend.
Admittedly, that was our main attacker, and I think they did the most damage by far.
I think maybe your Leafeon might do well.
I don't have my Leafeon in that game yet. So.
Not yet, but when you do, you know it's going to be...
Yeah, I mean, I've caught one, but we've done it. I think we fought it now about 4 times just for extra rewards and stuff. We failed once out of all the attempts we've tried, and that was because we first move, all four of us got a critical hit Surf.
Oh, wow.
And we all died on the first turn.
That's rough. That is rough.
Okay.
that Pikachu's mean.
That's the game basically going, well, you've done too much. It's our time to have some fun.
To be fair,
you made a mockery of our Charizard. You made a mockery of our Cinderace and our Greninja. Have a Pikachu that'll murder you.
But no, I genuinely think this has been the easiest one by far.
I mean, it's easy if you've already got Gastrodons in that, but if you've not been picking Gastrodons in that, it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I guess you may have had a Gastrodon from Greninja, though, as well.
I didn't have a Gastrodon. I was using more unorthodox sections. But even my neutral ones would, like, they got smashed. Like, nope, out the way. Fuck off, Seth.
I'm surprised at how well Rotom did, I'm going to be frank. But I'll take it.
I mean, if it works, it works. And then,
yeah, Grass Rotom. Yeah. Stick the Pikachu under the lawnmower.
And then when the next event comes out, that's going to be good for another Rotom. You can just swap the fucking appliance on it. It's like, fine.
But what I'm looking forward to, because it's one I got from a Tera raid, so it's a water Rotom. But I've yet to change it into a washing machine. So
yet. Keyword yet.
Keyword being yet.
I
But
mean-
I've had to use TMs every time is the only issue.
I mean, you could always just turn it into another rotor and just use Tera Blast water on it.
And
Re-
Terra Blast.
I mean, every Pokemon can learn Tera Blast, I assume, apart from maybe Magikarp and Ditto.
I might have to look that up, but
I know it's one of those moves that's like a lot of Pokemon, not all of them, have got it. Just so they have a move for the Terra type.
yeah.
Yeah, that's been it. There's like, this is gonna go on the, what's the date today? It's 25th. This is gonna go from tomorrow on the 26th, and then the day after is the Pokemon Presents.
Ooh.
And
Yes.
we know it's gonna be 25 or so minutes long.
I thought it was 40 minutes long.
20 to 25 minutes long. It is according to the tweet. They had a slight oopsie on their Pokemon Presents website. There may be something from the Mystery Dungeon guys going. We're not quite sure if it's
Who were the Mystery Dungeon guys?
it was something soft. It was what's it?
Hudson Soft.
That might be them, I think.
maybe.
But there was definitely some sort of oopsie daisy on that. So it's going to be fun. What was it? It was Churnsoft.
Oh, Spike Chunsoft.
Oh.
Yeah, Spike
Oh,
Chunsoft.
Spike Chunsoft.
They've done all the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. So we don't.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
They did. They did it when they were originally Chunsoft, and they've done more when they became Spike Chunsoft.
Yeah, I remember this now because I asked why haven't we had a Monokuma Pokemon?
But yeah,
I forget that there's so
that
many of
was
the
my
Mystery
thought.
Dungeon games.
there's a lot of them. But yeah, we don't know if it's going to be like a new Mystery Dungeon games. We don't know if it's going to be a remake of one of the other ones, or we don't know if they're just going to do something else with Pokemon. All we know is that the little copyright for Spike Chunsoft was spotted on the website in the little in the data. So it's like, oh dear, we know something's coming. Possibly Scarlet Violet DLC. Possibly.
I think that's admittedly I've seen a 4chan leak which suggests stuff. I'm not sure how much I believe it, but I think that a Scarlet Violet DLC at least reveal is almost guaranteed
Quite possibly.
by now.
There was the direct which a while ago, which let people actually have the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance games. So people are thinking, please, you're closing the eShop on the 3DS. Give us the Gen 1-2 games on the Switch, please.
And nope, it's Pokemon Pinball.
You know what? I would settle
I mean,
for that.
to be fair, Pokemon Pinball is awesome.
I mean,
yeah.
to be fair, they've already got the trading card one on the online.
Oh, I love that game.
Do you think they're going to try and translate the second trading card
No.
game?
There was a second one?
There was a
There
second
was a
one
second one that was
Japanese
Japan
only.
only, yes.
Oh, I played the
I mean,
hell out of
they
that.
might put on
So
the
much.
Japanese ones.
They might put the Japanese ones untranslated up, I suspect.
Who knows? We
I think the other thing that's come up has been the Pokemon Sleep website now redirects to the.
that came up as recently as well. So we may have something on Pokemon Sleep.
I forgot that Pokemon Sleep was even a thing.
I mean,
It only took, what,
or ages.
5 years?
Who knows?
Yeah.
And then obviously they've been quiet for ages on what was they've got like Pokemon Pikachu Detective 2 that was supposed to be in the works. So we've not heard anything about that for a while. So maybe that even we don't know what's popping up.
Mm,
But we will find out tomorrow when this goes up.
yes, I will say I have a list of the spoilers for it. I'm not going to say it because on air just in case, but I will say there's probably one more. If this is true, there's one more big surprise / another half a big surprise that I'm on.
We'll find out soon.
True.
Yeah, I think that's about it for now.
Yeah.